right off the bat there with your son out there. So good for him. The 285 weight class looks like we had a forfeit there. We don't have anybody wrestling for the Maple Valley Cherokee Ute team. So 106, we're not going to have anybody there either, it looks like, on the Blackhawk side. But the next matchup we're going to be looking at is going to be Jack Borcher, and he's going to be wrestling Parker DeVries.
Yeah, Jack's been an exciting young wrestler so far this year. We're really looking for great things out of him.
I think perfect. Just kind of let you know, folks at home, how this is going to really work. We have the Hinton boys wrestling Maple Valley Cherokee Ute. As you can see in the camera on the background, you're going to have West Lyon and Cherokee is also here. They're going to be wrestling on the other side. Then we're going to have the girls wrestle against Spirit Lake on this mat, again here, the black mat. And then on the other side is going to be, and then when that girls are done, we're going to have the Hinton boys wrestle Cherokee on this mat, and West Lyon and Maple Valley Cherokee will be on the other mat. Jack Borcher with the takedown, got it back.
Yeah, Jack had a real nice snap down, put him right to his back, and ended that match early.
And beautiful pin there by Jack Borcher. Jack Border, excuse me. Not Borcher, Border.
Yeah, it's good to see them down to weight. Some of our lighter guys had a little trouble getting down to weight, with the descent program. So I think we're getting most of our guys down to the proper place. But it looks like maybe we're going to have a forfeit here at 120.
Yeah.
Smith might not be down there.
Yep, I got that earlier that he did not make weight. So he wasn't going to be out there. But it looks like the next matchup is going to be Garrett Gant, and he's going to be going against Brayton Patterson.
Yeah, Garrett's another young freshman with a lot of talent. I tell you, the Hinton Youth Program has done a great job getting these kids ready for high school wrestling, and when they get up as freshmen, they're able to step up on the varsity.
Yeah, and I just recognize the Gant name anyway because I recognize his older brother, Mark. He is a state qualifier last year. We had, how many of them? 8 last year, and we have 6 returning from this last year.
Yeah, and Mark Gant had a heck of a football season this year.
Oh, yeah. And that's the other reason why I remember that name. Let's start here. Little feeling out process here. And Dar, take us into some of the rules here that you have with wrestling for some of the fans that are watching right now and might not be quite aware of how that works.
Yeah, we did have a lot of rule changes this year. The takedowns have always been 2. If you would come to a wrestling match, you'd hear the crowd yell 2 when they thought their wrestler had a takedown, so that's now 3. Your back points are anywhere between 2 and 4, depending on how long you can hold them on their back. So those are probably the 2 biggest rules. You'll probably hear people yelling 3 tonight.
Yep, you hear a lot of 3s tonight. I do remember seeing that rule myself here, and I got to experience that firsthand at the Matt Hawks tournament here the last weekend. Awesome. And let's see here.
Yep.
I want to thank our sponsors here, the lead sponsors tonight. That would be Telco Triad Community Credit Union and Vondrack Law Firm down here in Hinton. You got anything that you need from estate planning to deeds or anything else, go see Justin Vondrack down at Vondrack Law.
Yeah, both these wrestlers here at 126 are just kind of feeling each other out, trying to get advantage, not put themselves in a bad spot by taking a bad shot. So I'm not sure we're going to get a shot here in the first period.
Yep, you got about 34 seconds left in the period, so not quite sure what we will see here, but most part, when you see these guys doing something like this, you've grown up with kids. They've done all the wrestling. They've done all the other stuff. So you kind of know what they're doing. You can see what they're trying to figure out that opponent, especially if it's somebody they've never gone against.
Exactly. And what you'll see them doing here is they're pushing and pulling, seeing which foot they step with, and seeing where they think they can take the advantage. So we got a quick shot by the Maple Valley Akron-Westfield. Really good scramble here. He looks like he's got 3.
A good return there. And now we're going to have our first one that goes into the second period. So here's another one of the rules where the team that's going to defer is going to be, I think it's red gets first position, whoever's the person with the red on there. I don't think that they have those out there. They just think the home team is red and then the away is green. So they're going to have that choice to defer. They're going to take neutral, or they can take the bottom position or top position.
Yep, and that'll alternate now. Like Maple Valley had the first choice, and we'll get it next time. Looks like Garrett's got him on his back with a nice
good cattle hook there. Getting some back points maybe. Caught him in one of them cattle catchers there and got him right over.
A good 4-point move by Garrett. He puts him in the lead 4-3.
Great move by Garrett there. Going to try to ride him out here this period. It'd probably be the thought process, or what would you do if it was you in this situation?
Right now he's trying to work and get that arm bar again. The last one that worked, he's trying to stick it in there. He's working it, and I think he's got it. If he can get that far wrist, he might get more back points here.
Looks like he's working his way back there. While we have a
there
quick.
He's got the wrist.
There's the wrist. He's going to try it again. He's got the turn. Just sits back a little bit, and he's going to slap that mat. There he goes to cradle the head. Slap it. There he goes.
Yeah, that was a great move by Garrett. It settled back and got the pin. That's an awesome win for the young freshman.
Great pin there. Already great side. Now, here is a very familiar name we're going to see at 138, Tommy Tanner. That name I called a lot in football this year.
Yeah.
Kid is just out there to direct things up. And he's going to go out there. And I think he was did he make the state last year? Was he one of the ones last year? Or excuse me, I'm at a different weight class. I apologize. It's Grayson Holtgrove that's up next. My apologies.
Yep, Grayson's another a freshman. He's going to get a forfeit here. And then you knew what was happening. Tommy Tanner's.
All right, yep. I had a plan here for what I was talking about. Sometimes I don't always put it together.
And Tommy's another one. Did he make weight today? Did he get down to 138? I'm not sure his dissension plan allowed him. So I think we might get, I think that's Spencer Trevor.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yep, that looks like Spencer to me too. Oh, he got the forfeit. They didn't have somebody there. Let me check the next lineup here.
Tommy now.
Now it's Tommy. Okay.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit yesterday, and he his dissension plan doesn't allow him to get down this weekend. Now, he won't be there this weekend for the tournament because he's got ACT tests.
Yep.
But he will be able to go at Glenwood.
Yeah. So, and that's going to be good. This should be a good matchup here. Jaden Bailey, I kind of recognize that name. I remember last year he had a couple of good. He made it to districts there, and he did really well there. And then I think he got knocked out before he got to state.
Yeah, Tommy just missed making state also. He had third place at districts last year, and he had missed some time right before districts with a broken nose he received in football workouts in the off season. So I'll tell you, Tommy Tanner, pound for pound, is going to be the toughest kid you run into.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they just got. Right now, you just got two of them going after it. And, you know, I didn't realize that Tommy Tanner was about 138 pounds. I thought football, he was a little bit bigger. He played linebacker and fullback, and he just comes out and hits you hard.
Yeah,
so
he does. And he was probably 160 in football. So that's what I'm talking about, that dissension plan.
Okay.
You can only, for the safety of the wrestlers, you can only go down so far. And he hasn't been allowed to go down to 138.
Okay. All right, so... Still got the feeling out period. Like I said, two good wrestlers are going to kind of do that from time to time.
Yeah, either one of those guys, I don't think there's an ounce of fat on them. They're both looking mean and lean and quick, so this should be a good match.
Not much work in here, so there's a couple questions that I did want to kind of bring, or a couple things I wanted to bring up here while I was on the broadcast. You know, for some of the other thing, or for some of the people that don't watch wrestling that much, they're not quite sure what's going on, or you know, they're not into wrestling as much as you know you or I would be in this case. What would you say is the number one thing that you would do as a wrestler?
Oh, the number one thing you really got to do is keep your head up. I mean, the tendency of, especially the younger wrestlers, is to put your head down. And when you got a guy that's the same weight as you on top of you, it's hard to lift your head up. I mean, that takes energy and it takes determination. But you've got to keep that head up, because if you put your head down, there's so many options for that other wrestler to do to you.
And a great takedown there. We got three. So Right now we have ourselves a little 3-0 situation. Could try to get the escape, but way to ride him out there for the last. Going into the third period. Or second period, pardon me. I keep forgetting we're going back to different matches here. They're going so quick.
They are. And I'll tell you, these boys made the dome in football, and they've all bleached their hair blonde. I have a hard time telling them apart unless you get real close. Even my own son.
I was going to say, I remember watching all of that and broadcasting. That was a fun experience this year on Metro Sports TV, broadcasting that.
Yeah, and I tell you, we lose a couple good athletes that are seniors, but them juniors and sophomores, they are going to be a quality squad again next year. So nobody better look past the Blackhawks next year in football.
Yep, they're going to be pretty good again, led by that junior-laden class. But like I said, we had a really good senior class this year.
Great job by Tommy Tanner here. The Maple Valley wrestler had him in a headlock, and Tommy was able to get out of that because that could have been trouble.
Yep. Good job just hand fighting and trying to stay in there and not get himself a stalling. That's the main thing. Don't get called for a stalling here at this point in the match, because that could come back to bite you.
Yeah, and you can bet Tommy's not thinking about stalling. He's just setting up that next shot, and we'll see one here in the next minute 15.
Work to the other side, trying to maybe get an underhook in there. Let's see. While we got a quick minute here in the break here, I'll kind of read off some of the other things that I noticed here. That I got some notes basically before I started this. Wrestlers to watch tonight will be Jackson Kunkel, Gabe Anderson. If he's wrestling, I thought there might have been some time he was going to be taking some time off for injury management, just kind of do that. Brogan Lake, Mark Gant, Jacob Bishop. I think you know that name pretty well.
I might watch him a little.
Might watch him a little bit. And then I had Quentin Smith on there, but it doesn't sound like he made weight tonight, so he won't be wrestling tonight. Just a couple of things that I had here. School record last year, 8 individual state qualifiers, and 6 of those returned. Qualified for back-to-back state dual meets, excuse me, if I could talk here. And they're going for their 3rd in a row here now.
I'm not sure if you read it, Jackson Kennett is a wrestler to watch. Might not be familiar to a lot of Hinton fans.
Yes.
But he came in from Sioux City Heelan, and he is a high-energy wrestler, really good, and he's a lot of fun to watch, too.
Yes, and you're going to see him coming up here in a couple matches. He's ranked 6th right now. Jackson Kunkel is ranked 5th in the state. We have Gabe Anderson. He's ranked at 6th, but like we said, we're not sure if he's going to go tonight. Jacob Bishop, who you already saw, he's ranked at number 5 as well. And then I think Colton Robinson's going to be going at 285, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, last duel we used both heavyweight wrestlers, and I'll tell you that is tough for both him and Reese Stokes, because they're 2 quality wrestlers that go head-to-head just to earn a varsity spot.
It's a good problem to have, but at the same time, that's tough.
Yeah, because I think either one of those could be a state qualifier.
Oh, yep. Good ride out here. Getting back to the action, like I said, a lot of the times it could be a really high-scoring match. Other times you can have something like this, but either way, these are the kind of matches you like watching. 2 high-talented wrestlers that are just not giving an inch to each other.
Yep, and it's almost like a chess match. You get one guy doing something, and you see how the other guy counters it, and it's really exciting. And there, the Maple Valley Anthem-Oda wrestler was able to get an escape, make it 4-1.
About 1 minute left in the last period here. So this is the beauty of that rule change now. It's 3 takedown. He can get a takedown here. He can knot it up and go into overtime.
Exactly, and he's going for the headlock here.
Oh, he got him. And getting some back points too. He's going to have to get up there and fight.
Yeah, he's trying to get those hips over. If he can get those hips over, that'll give him some leverage to get out, but he wasn't able to do it.
Great fight there at the end, but good pin. Like I said, that was one of the guys that I was kind of looking at there was Jaden Bailey. I remember that name from last year. He was a very good wrestler, but just unfortunately got caught at the wrong time in a headlock.
Absolutely, and we talked a little bit earlier about the weight that he's been losing, Tommy Tanner, and that makes you a little weaker. Until your body stabilizes at that weight, it's tough work. And here we ought to see a quick match, I think, with Mark Gant.
Yep.
going to come after this guy.
I don't think he's a 2-time state wrestler, if I'm not mistaken.
Mark has been to state twice, yep.
Yep. Good go behind. He's just going to try to probably get as many points on there as he can.
Yeah, he's probably looking at getting some work in. He got a takedown and then cut him. He'll get a couple takedowns, 2 or 3, and then
ooh, good double leg.
On top. Yep.
Beautiful double leg. For some of you out there that's watching this and wondering, why would you wrestle? Why would you do anything else? Well, they make great football players. That's why you wrestle.
I tell you, my oldest son started wrestling because he wanted to be a great football player. It worked. He ended up 2-time first-team All-State linebacker, but he ended up wrestling in college, so it helped him pay for the education.
Exactly. Maybe get a turn over here. No. There it is.
Great ball by Mark Gann. He looked really efficient in that match.
Yep, and just it's one of those things where the other guy he was wrestling was outmatched there, and that's not really much you can do about it. Now we're coming up with Jackson Kinnitz, the guy you were talking about. He's ranked 6th in the state right now. He's going to be going against Eric Bailey, and that would be Jaden's brother there. I know both of them. I think, if I remember right, Eric was decent last year too, but I think if you're saying what this is like, we're going to get our first look here at Jackson Kinnitz.
Yeah, and I'm looking for a good match. He is just a quality, well-rounded wrestler. Nice ankle pick there. Got on top. Going to cut him and get some work in.
And that's kind of what you want to see there. Nice little ankle pick there. That's a move that you don't really see a lot of people utilize too much. It's more double leg, single leg takedowns, which you can get away with some of that stuff. A little snap throw behind, but I do love those ankle picks. Yeah,
and one thing Jackson Kinnitz has going for him, he's wrestling 57 right now, but he's going to be a 50-pounder. He is a long 50-pounder, and he can get them ankles just like he did again.
Yep, very tall. Got the single leg secure, tag over. Another 3 takedown.
Yeah, Coach Langley and Pugh are really drilling into these guys to get some work out there on the match because, they did get a late start with as far as they went in football. They weren't able to get to open mats and get the wrestling in that some of these other teams were able to.
Yep, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing to keep in mind with this. You're going to see some of the rust tonight. Great pin out there. You're going to see some of that rust for some of these kids. It's just they haven't had as many matches under the belt. I think from what I see here in my notes, they've only really had one duel so far, or one dual meet so far. They won all of them, but they were wrestling last year. It would have been Tuesday here in Hinton.
Yep. They did wrestle. They wrestled Lawton and, boy, who else was it? Sioux City West. And Marcus Merritt and Cleghorn. So they've got 3 matches under the belt. Lawton is a much improved team this year. Here you get our first look at Zach Anderson in varsity. He's Gabe's little brother, and he's quite an athlete.
Yes, and I've heard that. I've kind of heard that through the grapevine. Excuse me. He's had kind of got that athletic gene that Anderson family has. I don't know what's in the water there, but.
Yeah, have you run into the older brother, Derek?
Oh, yeah.
He's now at Northern Iowa, and he went from playing quarterback and safety here at Hinton to playing defensive tackle and tight end.
Tight end there. And he gets a lot of playing time. I think I remember last year, me being a Nebraska fan, I was watching them play, and they played UNI this year, and he actually had a catch in that game. So.
Yep. And that being able to play both ways in college, that just tells you how versatile and athletic that kid is.
Still a little bit of that feeling out process once again. Well, I got a quick break here in the action while they're still feeling each other out. Once again, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. This is kind of a special event. Now, normally this is always a boys' event, and there's always a lot of teams that come to this. But this year, we're doing something for the first time ever here at Hinton. The girls are having their home wrestling meet here, the very first one that they've ever had for the duals meet. And also, this is going to be the first co-ed meet that we've ever had here in Hinton as well.
Yeah, the next round, the varsity girls and our varsity boys will be going, and it's going to be exciting. And great takedown there by Zach Anderson. He's doing a suck back and almost got the Maple Valley kid to his back.
You're gonna start seeing some shades of what I've seen with other Andersons, so that I've noticed. They get them down and then they just ride them out and they don't let them up. They don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I noticed that at the same time you did. It looked like he was trying to sneak that leg in and be a leg rider.
Yep. And that's and that's not a bad strategy. You can get the guy down and just ride him out. They ain't going anywhere, especially if you're good enough to do that, just like his brothers were.
Yeah. Yeah,
the brothers are, I should say.
That was Derek's specialty, was get the leg in, and he was long and just could ride that guy through the whole period.
Maybe working on getting a winger here.
Got that arm behind the back. If he can thread the needle on the other side, this match is going to be over.
We got a little time left here, about 6 seconds. He's going to try. Nope, not going to quite get it in before the end there.
Yep, he was about 2 inches away from getting that locked up and being able to flip him over. It's like it's Zach's choice, and he's going to choose down. Oh, he went up.
Yeah, you're going to go neutral. Good here, and kind of the thought process here that once you start getting up into these heavier weights, that's the other thing you start seeing is a lot more heavy hands. You're seeing a lot of guys that are trying to, if you can find one of those guys that are athletic and lean, and I'll brag on your kid, being athletic and lean, and they can get into somebody like that, and you can win a lot of matches and actually can do very well, especially at the state level.
Yeah. And one of the things that helps that is that I know, at least in like Gabe and Jacob, watching those guys wrestle from second grade, they were smaller guys, so they had to wrestle the quick guys, doing a lot of moves. So when they all of a sudden they get big and get heavier, they're really good wrestlers who just happen to be big. They're not big wrestlers. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Well, that's just the byproduct of you growing up and doing that. And they're just, like you said, here comes. There you go. You got him turn. And you can only hold out so long when you're getting that much pressure on top.
Yep. He did a good job of keeping his head up, on his toes, and great match by Zach Anderson for his first varsity action.
It looks like at 175 that we're up to now.
It looks like Brogan Lake going out.
Nope, 165. Excuse me. Zach Anderson must have been wrestling at 157. They have him listed at 165 as well.
Brogan takes a forfeit.
Yep. Well, then we'll see Jackson anyway.
Yep.
And looks like Jackson is not going to wrestle on this one. They have an open one there too. And Gabe Anderson doesn't look like he'll get a chance to wrestle. Or Jack Beck, whoever they were going to have in there, but it looks like they're all done for the match here actually, because they did start with Jacob Bishop there. Yep. And it looks like Hinton's going to take the win, 66-18, in match 1 versus Maple Valley Anthony Cherokee.
Yep, that's pretty good duel for the Blackhawks. They were able to win all but one of the contested matches.
All right, and sounds great. And with that, we're going to take a break here too and get some commercials in, and we'll have you right back.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
Credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
For commercial auto insurance, don't hesitate to contact Derek Hill at Joe Morton & Son Insurance in collaboration with Great West Casualty Company. Whether it's trucking or workers' compensation, Derek is here to assist you with all your commercial auto needs. Get ready to hit the road confidently with Derek and the team at Joe Morton & Son. Give them a call today, 402-494-7747.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
That is my problem. But they are a little more compressed. They're a little closer together in the weights because the girls' size doesn't vary as greatly as the boys do.
Okay. Yep, and that would make sense on our end. Now, I did get a note from our from the head coach, Joel Bertrand. He did tell me that we were going to have 4 junior high matches here tonight. So it sounds like they're still going to get some work for some of the other kids in there, because I know that he was telling me that there wasn't a lot of people for Spirit Lake Park in I can't remember the other one, or excuse me, Harris Lake Park in Akron-Westfield. They didn't have a lot of wrestlers for either team, so they're just going to try to get as much work in for everybody as they can.
Yeah. And I will say that's another thing. Our youth wrestling is doing a great job with the girls also, and we've got some very talented junior high girls. It's a shout out to Joel Bertrand and Woody Scudis that are our youth Madhawks wrestling coaches. They do a fabulous job.
And then, yeah, the main thing, and one of the things I want to touch base on here that I forgot to do earlier here, I wanted to talk about the co-head coaches here for the Hinton Blackhawks boys. I forgot to mention them. Jordan Langley, I know you mentioned it, touched on that, and Matt Pugh. They came over from Sioux City Heelan this last year and are taking over the program. And I know they're both very good coaches, and they both coach at, is it Siouxland Wrestling Academy? Is that the one that they have, that they wrestle at?
That is the big youth wrestling academy here in the Siouxland area, and both of them were college wrestlers too. So when they tell these kids something to do, they know what they're talking about.
Yep, and exactly, and then they don't, and from the looks of it, from just being at some of the youth tournaments, they don't take a lot of guff, so they're going to straighten them out if they're doing something they're not supposed to.
Absolutely, and they also are working them hard, so I'm looking for great things come the end of the year. These guys are going to be in tip-top shape and ready to go come state duels and the state tournament.
Now I'm excited to see this. Like I said, we've never had a home meet here for the girls. This is their very first match that they're going to have coming up here, so it's going to be exciting to see this, especially seeing what Joel told me about. There's a couple of great wrestlers out there. Jocelyn Swanson, it sounds like, is the one we need to watch, because that's going to be a really good matchup here. Being ranked 6th in the state and 16-0 right now, that's going to be the person to watch.
Yeah. And I didn't hear if you said it or not, but Ashley Chasteen also
yes.
for the Blackhawks. She is a young wrestler that's pretty good. I mean, just the nicest, sweetest girl until she gets out on the mat, and then she's a terror.
And that's what you want in a wrestler, is just being nice off the mat, but as soon as you get out there, you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. So we'll just kind of run through a couple of things here. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll get some of our sponsors in there, and just come back here afterwards.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Looking for great food and a friendly atmosphere? Check out the Junkyard Pub and Grub. Stop in for a burger, pizza, wings, or a cold drink to wet your whistle. It's the Junkyard Pub and Grub in Hinton.
And welcome back into the barn here at Hinton. As you can hear the noise in here, we have another match going on down there between Cherokee and West Lyon. That match right now is very close. We got 28 and 18 going on currently right now, so they'll be wrapping up here pretty quick, and we'll get the girls out here and start wrestling down on the black mat. I do want to mention a couple of things here. First off, you know, in addition to the title sponsors we talked about for this particular meet, that was Telco Triad Community Credit Union and also Justin Vondrack Law Firm. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about all the other sponsors we have right now. Junkyard, Pup and Grub down here. You want a good meal, go down and get something from them, especially after the meet. Or if you want to just keep watching the meet, maybe they'll have this on there. They're one of our sponsors. Another one would be the hair shop. I always go down to Kelsey down there to get my haircuts. You know, I don't know how much or if there's a lot of hair left, but I know she'll go in there and do what she does and tries to make me look pretty a little bit. We have our other sponsors here as well. I'm still kind of going through most of my notes here, and I'm sorry we'll get to every single one of them as we go along, but we're going to get some action going here with the gals. The first up here looks like we are going to start at the... Looks like we're going to start with the...
I think this might be some JV matches.
JV matches, yep, because he said we were going to do some junior high matches, so I think we're going to do 4 of those first, and then we'll go into it after that. Or JV. Ooh, double leg takedown.
Oh, she goes right to the power half and have her on her back.
Beautiful. And there's the pin, and great. They didn't even get, I don't even think they got the clock started, did you? It was that quick.
It was probably 15 seconds, and it's great to see the joy on her face when she come up getting the win.
And that's what we want to see. This is the kind of thing that we were hoping we were going to see when they started this here. This is a great event for the school. It's a great event for the community. It's a great event for everybody. And like I said, we're going to see now we're going to see some JV matches here.
Well, I
keep saying junior high.
These girls can't be in high school.
That's what I was thinking too. You know, because he said, you know, they said JV, they said junior high. I go, I don't know if these gals are there. And right before this match starts, C60 Detail. That's another one of our sponsors. Also, Kunkel Trucking. Would be another person or another sponsor of ours, and I'll keep running through those. We have plenty of our commercials that are going to play throughout the night, so don't worry, we're not going to miss any one of our sponsors here tonight. And if you have any, or if you actually want to maybe even do a sponsorship with us, just give us a quick call. Here you have my number at 712-389-8168, and let me know, and we can see if we can't put a package together for you. And coming out there, tried the double leg, but ended up getting caught, and now she's working on that half Nelson. Yep. And keeps walking it through.
She's got it, I think.
Well, now just going to push it down. She's got her hips turned, so that's going to help her a little bit, but there you go. And roll through. Now she's back on her back. 4 near fall there. That's something I think, was that new from this year or last year that they changed that?
That is new this year.
That's new this year as well, too. I thought so.
They're getting closer to what they do in college wrestling.
Okay, yep, and that's what I always have trouble differentiating between the two, because normally I'll watch the college wrestling, you know, on Big Ten Network or something like that, while everybody else is watching the high school wrestling here on Metro Sports TV. You can catch us out on YouTube. You can catch us out on Twitter and out with our title sponsor. That would be KCAU Channel 9 and SiouxlandProud.com.
Yeah, one of the other rule changes they made this year is the 1 point of contact inside the ring to try to eliminate wrestlers trying to flay the mat. So if you can catch them and keep 1 foot in, you can still get your back points.
Yep, I did read something about that earlier this week when I was kind of brushing up on some of my knowledge. Not very much. No one's ever accused me of being a brainiac. We'll say that, but trying to read up a little bit on this and not sound too stupid.
You're doing great.
Ooh.
The Hinton girl tried to pull her down, snap her down, and pulled her right on top of her.
Yep, and I was going to say she looked like she had good position there, and then just decided she wouldn't let go, and that is going to look like it might end up getting her. Now she can hold back here, not get any back points.
that's one thing. These young girls fight so hard, you know. They might not have the skill level of the boys. They haven't been wrestling as long as the boys, but they still are fighting hard. They want to do their best out on the mat.
And I'll tell you this, you might want to start watching up for that next wave of girls coming up here, especially from the youth meet that I watched here the other night, the Blackhawks tournament. I'm telling you what, those girls, they get after it. And a lot of times they'll wrestle the boys, they're beating the boys.
Yeah, exactly.
They're rolling around here.
Well, I will tell you from my experience with my boys when they were younger, that girls mature quicker, and they're a little bit stronger than the boys at an early age.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, get a little work around here. If she'd keep working that around, keep working her feet around, she'd probably get her rolled over pretty good.
Yep. She was fighting hard. The Spirit Lake wrestler was fighting hard, but the Hinton girl on the bottom was not giving it up.
Good job, and good job there. Let's see, she's going to defer. Looks over to bench. She's going to take the down position. She's going to try to get some. Points, get up in a quick escape. Now, with this one, it doesn't look like we have much for a. We don't have the scoreboard running on this one because, like you said, we're going to do four junior varsity matches. I keep saying, there might be junior high too.
Junior high too.
Junior high too. I think there's some of those mixed in, and Joel just, sometimes he'll tell me something and doesn't tell me the exact thing going on.
I think the reason they're not using the clock too is junior high matches are usually 1 minute periods.
Okay.
And so they don't want to mess with the clock. So they're just going ahead and doing it by hand.
Yep. And that would make sense after thinking about that for a second. Let's see. Going to take the top position. And you have to wait a second there before you do that for the folks at home that aren't familiar with wrestling.
She's hanging on. She got her back
hanging
down.
On.
She needs to break that arm down.
Yep,
She can get her flat, and she can work her half.
Yep, there you go. You got to break the arm down first, though. She's trying everything she can to get it. Now,
that's what's fun is both these girls are giving everything they got.
Yep, that's what makes a good. That's what makes a good match, especially just that intensity. It doesn't matter what it is, what weight class. It doesn't matter your skill level. Doesn't matter anything else. Intensity is going to be the main thing that you're going to want that you want in wrestling. At least from what I've seen from all the good wrestlers, they're all really good at what they do.
Yep, they get after it, and I'll tell you, wrestling will teach you that if you can get through wrestling with the intensity and how hard, and if you get beat in wrestling, you're the one out there getting beat. It'll make you tough, and you're going to be able to get through life and anything.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that you take away from wrestling. It's one of those life lessons. You learn a lot of different lessons from doing different sports. Football, you're a team game. You're doing everything together. You're working as one. You're trying to do everything that you can to get that one goal. Wrestling, it's not like that. Where you are wrestling on a team as part of a duel, it doesn't matter. It's you against that other person out there. You have no one else to blame if you don't get it done.
Absolutely. You definitely have your teammates on the side supporting you, trying to help you, but it's you out there. You're responsible for what goes on.
Looks like we're going to have our last JV or junior high match going on here. And we'll apologize to the folks at home. We did not get any names for any of these wrestlers that are going to be wrestling tonight at these weight classes. Hooked in on a single leg.
Keep that head up. There you go.
There you go.
Head up
3 takedown. Keeping a hold of that.
They go right to the half.
There you go.
Well taught.
Worked it. Now just got to sit back, get on your toes here.
There you go. Head up.
Head up. Get the chin up a little bit. Get her the forward near fall. Yeah. Go right back at her again.
Going to try the butcher.
Oh, the butcher. These are some moves I haven't seen in a long time, Darwin. I'll tell you that.
Well, I got to tell you, that's a Coach Joel favorite. So
yes.
you can tell he's been coaching him up.
Me and Joel wrestled a long time back in Mad Hawks and doing that, and that was one of the moves that me and him always tried to do each other in practice. Good pin there.
Good job by these junior high wrestlers. That says good things about the program coming up.
Yes, it does, and like I said, the amount of girls that the Blackhawks have sitting here anyway just shows the interest that is getting gained just in overall in wrestling. And it looks like we're going to have a senior introduction here. So before we get to that part, we're going to go ahead and take a little break here with some of our Metro Sports action here. Join us back here in a second.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
When the leaves start to turn, that means summer's over. So head to Baumgars now for your pre-winter needs. In one stop, you'll find leaf rakes and winterizing fertilizers for your lawn, plus batteries and antifreeze for your car, weather strip, caulk, and pest control for your home, and warmer clothing for you. There's shelter for your pets and heaters, including electric, propane, and kerosene to keep you warm. From the Midwest to the Rockies, Baumgars is your fall weatherization headquarters.
If you want it spit polished and shiny like new, take your rig to C60 Detail. Bumper to bumper, side to side, top to bottom, and in and out. C60 works on everything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, semis, and even farm equipment. You name it, they can do it. Your satisfaction is in the details. C60 Detail, just east of Hinton on C60.
Fighting to keep her head up. Little hand fighting in there. She's got to step up. Now she's got her
base out.
Yep. So we can get a switch here. Nope.
All right. Working back up to her base again.
Cassie is riding hard.
Trying to look for anything she can get in there. Got up to her base. Chase her off the mat. It still stayed. No change of position.
Jocelyn's working hard on bottom. I think she's going to get out before the end of this period.
Yep. And sometimes that's the name of the game. You're just going to have to do work from that bottom position. I mean, she knows she has a lead at 10-1, but it might not be that comfortable because you're going against a ranked wrestler, and she's not ranked for no reason.
Nope. You make a mistake, she could turn you anytime. Watch the cradle here. Watch the cradle. Oh, we got to a headlock. Gosh,
there you go. A good way to fight that. A good way to fight out of that.
Yeah, Jocelyn's stand up there. She got her knee a little close to her ear, and Cassie was able to get her in a headlock, but Jocelyn broke free and was able to get the escape.
It's not quite deep enough in on that single leg. McKeon's going to work on trying to get around to the other side of her. A stalemate call. 32 seconds left in the period. Still a little work that can be done here.
Another sweep single by Jocelyn. She's been able to finish it.
Uh-oh.
She's caught.
Got her caught. You got to keep that base. She's got her hips over. That's the one thing that's going to help her right now.
She's also doing a good job with her right hand of keeping Cassie's hips away from her. Now she was able to get around, so she can't do that.
5 seconds left. She's going to get some back points.
Hang on.
One. Thought there might have been
It was close.
There was a very close.
They gave her the 4 back points, so we're 11-8, and they're going to go neutral in the third.
And see, with the new scoring that they did this year, it makes it high-scoring, exciting matches. This is exactly why they did that, is allow those people back in and can always stay in that match.
Jocelyn's going to have to do a good job of setting those shots up. She's 2 pretty good sweep singles, but she wasn't able to finish them. She doesn't have to score here, so she needs to make sure if she's taking a shot, it's a really good one.
Yeah, defense is going to be the name of the game for Jocelyn, but you're going to want to make sure you don't get called with stalling and get into the position where you could possibly get called for a penalty point.
Yeah. And the third period this early in the season, conditioning is going to come into play here for both these girls. And Jocelyn did spend a lot of time on bottom there trying to get out, so she's probably tired a little bit.
And so far, so good doing it. We got 1:13 and counting left here on the clock. She's just got to fade that, and she'll take away her 17th win of the year.
She's doing a good job of blocking with her forearm and her head, keeping Cassie away.
Good defense there. Back to the center of the mat, being aggressive, making sure that there's no way they can try to call stalling on that. Takes a shot in there. Good defense. And the one thing she's doing that's helping her out is she's not actually walking backwards. She's trying to step forward. She's still trying to work. She's making sure she's going back to the center of the mat. That way there's no possible chance that they're going to call her on stalling.
She's keeping that inside tie so she can block any shot that Cassie makes with her forehead or her forearm, so she's not able to get to her legs.
12 seconds left here, so it's go time. We're going to get ourselves an exciting end to the end of this match. We'll see if she can get that takedown at the end. Tried for the headlock. Got the takedown, going for back points. I don't know if they gave her the back points.
I think she's going to get 2, and that'll make her Cassie the winner. Nope, they did not.
No, we got the 3-point down. Well, got a question about maybe the back points like you were pointing out, but they did not give her, so we got some overtime wrestling here. Great shot in there. Gonna have to suck that in a little bit. Get off your knees.
She lost the leg, she's in trouble now.
There you go, back up to your base.
Circle.
She's trying to circle around to the outside. Got 30 seconds left on the clock for those who are not familiar with the rules of overtime. First takedown. Back points and a pin in the end. Great match there. Not quite the way that the Blackhawk fans wanted it to go here at the end, but that was a great match overall.
No, and it's good for Jocelyn. If you're going to lose, let's lose early. Let's learn something from that and make yourself better for the rest of the season.
And and from the sounds of it, that was not a bad loss. That's not a bad loss by any means. That's a ranked wrestler, a state ranked wrestler. You're going to see her down the road again.
Yeah, exactly. And you lose in overtime to a ranked wrestler. That just shows you belong in the rankings as well.
Next match up here, we're going to have, looks like we might have a forfeit coming here. 115 or 110. Now we got 115. Allison Holflin's going to be up, and I'm not 100% sure if they have one. Yep. I'm not sure if they're going to have their wrestler go out.
Looks like they're getting it ready. Well, maybe not.
They're going to give that one. They're going to give that one away. Looks like we might have ourselves at 120. We have a bunch of them. We have about five different gals we can go with. I'm not sure if they're going to send anybody out there. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, 30 seconds. Please join us back here when we have our next match going. Maybe not. Maybe we're going to have a match going after all. I apologize. We got an 18-12 score right now in favor of the Blackhawks. And currently right now up on the mat, I'm not sure, I didn't get a good look at who was the one to be wrestling here at 120, but on the girls' side, we're going to be having, it has open, but it looks like they might have had somebody drop down to be able to wrestle at that weight class.
I think what they did is...
Ooh, the fireman tuck under. She's got that. Hold her down. He's got to spin. Slap the mat.
That was Ava Lynn gimbling.
Okay. At 125, we should have Ava Lang coming up next, and she'll be wrestling Danica DeBoom. Ava Lang is 14-1 on the year, so this should be a decent matchup here.
Spirit Lake wrestlers going for the headlock.
Been noticing that a lot here. They headlock, headlock, headlock is kind of the whole name of the game here at the high school level.
Yeah, you'll face a team that headlocks a lot, and then the next week in practice, you're working on headlock defense.
A little high on the shot here.
Ava Lang's going for the trip.
Holding her ground, not going anywhere.
Ava's got a couple options she could do. When she grabs
there you
that
go.
Net, you pick her up like that.
Mat return.
Down to the mat.
And you think, there's got to be some opportunities, especially when someone's trying to shoot up on you that high. You should be able to go down on him. There's the pin right there. Good job by Ava Lang with the pin. Looks like on the next matchup here, looks like it's possibly going to be Cadence Rasmussen or Abby Cooter. I'm not sure if they have somebody at that. It'd be Camila Neppel. For Spirit Lake Park. Coming out, aggressive hand fighting.
I think she got poked in the
Ooh.
eye. Incidental, that didn't mean to do that, but
Yep.
it still hurts.
It definitely does.
They've tied up pretty hard there.
Ooh, maybe looking to do her own headlock here. No. Lets it go. Goes back in on the single leg. Beautiful takedown. Gonna work it, going right off the bat. I like the aggression I'm seeing so far out of her. She's not really, she's high energy the entire time. And here you go, gets her to her back. There's the pin.
I think maybe getting poked in the eye might have fired Cadence.
I was going to say, yeah, I think she got a little upset by that. Didn't like that. I think this next matchup here, we're going to see Viv Pettigrew wrestling at 135. Right now, she's a freshman at 135 and is 15-2 on the year. So it should be exciting to see this matchup here. She's going to be going against Reese Logan. Great shot in there. Got to finish driving through. Had the setup good, but you just got to do the finish there afterwards, and there you go.
She uses that arm as a lever. She can take her right over.
Got 3, still don't have anything yet. No change in position.
Head up, get that head up, and you've got her. Now turn the corner.
For those of you wondering at home what has to change there for her to get a point or get 2 points, she has to take control of Viv's hips, has to get behind her and take control of her hips to be able to get that point or secure the reversal. Get out or secure her hips for the position.
Viv's working the top. She's going to get a mat return here. The Spirit Lake wrestlers fighting hand control. Oh, trying to headlock her own.
You got to be careful with those. She's got it locked in. You got to get yourself off the mat here somehow.
She's got her hips down, so there's still been no points awarded. As long as she's fighting, they get off the mat. There you go.
Perfect.
She's in control. Yep.
You don't want to say you want to get off the mat there, but you kind of want to move yourself off the mat.
Well, as long as the official doesn't hear us, we can say we want to get off the mat.
Exactly. We want to say we're getting off the mat. Well, they can't hear us, so there's too much noise going on in here for them to care what we're doing.
It's 3-0. Yeah, we should be up.
37 seconds left in the first period here. Spirit Lake wrestler set on top. Viv riding out tight, not letting her get out, not letting her get any points. She's got to be careful about getting her head there. Now this could be an opportunity for Viv on her own because she's on. Oh, there's a reversal they gave her.
She's going to be getting back points here too.
She's got to fight that as hard as she can right now. 8 seconds left in the period. 1.
Did give her all 4 back points. Yep.
4 near fall. Going to sling it right into a 6-3 lead for Reese Logan there. She's going to take the down position, so going to have to go to work here a little bit.
Viv's been trying to work that half. She needs to break her down flat because this girl's got a good wide base and she's having a hard time getting over.
Now this is where, so far what we've seen from her, she'll kind of get her down there. Not sure if she got the escape on that.
Nope, not yet. Viv's still in control. She needs to pop her head out. The girl keeps reaching back. She can use that and go for a half.
Ooh.
They're calling potentially dangerous. Viv had her knee bent pretty good there, so they're going to reset them back in the middle.
Okay. Let's see. Wrestler comes up, comes on top. Caution.
Making sure Viv didn't have her hand right on the elbow. And
yep.
The officials are very particular.
Got to cut her loose because she's going to have to score here. Still got a little bit of time left. Second period, 1:20 left.
Little slide by attempt.
Ooh. There you go. In on a single leg, you're going to have to suck that in a little bit tighter. There you go.
Right for her back. Come on. Oh.
Get behind her. Got the 3 takedown. We got a 7-6 match here now. Keep running it. Keep running it. Keep running the feet. You can run the feet. You can get her over to her back. Doing a great job. The Spirit Lake gal was doing a great job there. Reese Logan of not allowing her to get all the way around to the back end. It's better to just cut her loose here at this point and try for another takedown.
Oh, she's in deep.
In deep on that single leg.
Hang on, Bill.
Gotta hang on
She's
there.
turning that into a fireman's carry almost.
Yep.
Pop your head out the back now.
She can get her head out the back. She's got 3 points there. Good match, 6.
Got 7 seconds to do it.
3, 2, 1.
Both these girls are fighting hard.
Oh, it's
gonna
a
be
great
shame somebody
matchup.
has to lose this one.
I know, this is a great matchup here between these two. 8-6 going to the third period. Viv's going to take the down position. She's got to try to get out and maybe even try to get a reversal here.
Squared up. Spirit Lake Park girl still got her ankle. Oh, hit her over.
Got her hipped over. No back points or anything. She's going to have to get up here. She's still got 1:40 left, so she doesn't have to panic, but she's still going to have to move as quickly as she can.
Yep, she needs to build up that base, get back up to her base. You can't do anything from flat on her belly.
She's getting moved over to her back, and here comes the back points. And there's the pin.
Very good match.
Great match.
Good match by both girls.
That's going to move our score up to 36-18 in favor of the Blackhawks. Next up, we're going to have Carly Tanner or Alex Bishop at 140. Looks like that's an open, so they're just going to take the...
Carly will take the forfeit.
I'll move that up there. The next matchup we're going to have here is going to be...
Hallie.
Yep, Hallie. Yeah,
We're just going to go with Hallie.
We're going to go with Hallie, and she is wrestling Ravina Urisis. And that looks like that's going to be the last matchup here between the Blackhawks and Spirit Lake, Harris Lake Park. Excellent shot in there. Keeps driving her hips and gets the takedown, 3 takedown.
Coach Bertrand's been working that fireman's carry with these girls, and you can see them. A lot of them are using it.
And the other thing I like that I'm noticing that he's probably teaching them too is he's teaching them to keep their chest right on top of their shoulders and just bury them into the mat. I know that was what Joel's wrestling style was when he was back in the day. He just kept riding you and wear you out until he finally got you, and then just turned you over.
Yep. If you can get to that third period and you've been putting your weight on top of his weight the whole match, you're going to have a great chance.
Reversal there. Reversal for Ravena. She's going to be looking for some back points here now. Wide base, nothing yet. Got 2. Going to extend that out to maybe 4 now.
Great job by Hallie getting off her back there. That's tough to get out of.
Exactly. Yeah, when you got somebody like that, and you can also just, give up at that point too. Some people will, or some people have done that before in the past. So I've seen it multiple times, and that's a great job to keep your wits about you and make sure that you're not going to get pinned. There is, you can I remember that when I was younger in my wrestling days. You can tech ball me, you can beat me by major, you can beat me by, just a decision. I don't care, but you're not pinning me. That's not how this is going to work. Going to the second period, we got ourselves a 6-3 score.
Got 11 seconds left in the first.
Oh, excuse me, 11 seconds in the first. I apologize.
We're getting close to a cradle here.
Ooh, she's got it. She leans back. She's got her. No action.
Didn't get her pulled over far enough because Hallie was sitting laying on top of her.
And we're going to take Holly's going to take the down position. Going to have to get up right away. Good in first move.
Good first move. She wasn't able to get hand control and get out there.
She's got to be careful here. That she was going to get her in that, get her locked up into that cradle the last time. She about had it again.
Working that half. She's got a good kickstand and looking away, so that's going to be hard to turn her if she keeps up the good technique on bottom. Oh, she did roll over.
You got to get a kid roll. Oh, that's going to be tough.
That's tight.
Yep. And that's a good pin there by Ravena Uceres. I had a good match with the Blackhawks. They're going to take the win here, 42 to 24.
Yeah, good match. Good to see these girls out here trying hard. And good to see a great crowd. Getting to wrestle in front of a big crowd.
And if you can see this in the background, we have a couple cameras going on. There's a lot of people here tonight, which is good to see. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
And welcome back to the barn here in Hinton, Iowa. We just got finished up with the matchup with the girls, their first home matchup. 54 to 24 in favor of the Blackhawks. The next matchup we're going to see here in a little bit is the Hinton boys versus the Cherokee. They're going to be here on the black mat as well. Please stick around. We are going to take another quick commercial break here so that they can get the mats wiped off and get everybody else out here. Pay attention to any of our sponsors. If you have any questions and concerns about sponsorships with Metro Sports TV, please give me a call at 389-8168. My name is Seth Dedeker.
Legal disputes arise, trust Von Drack Law Firm, LLC, to be your staunch advocate in the courtroom. Navigating the intricacies of a broad spectrum of legal matters is what Von Drack Law does. From general practice to civil litigation and criminal litigation, to agriculture and real estate, to construction law. When you need a legal expert, contact Von Drack Law Firm, LLC in Hinton, 712-454-7314. Looking for great food and a friendly atmosphere? Check out the Junkyard Pub and Grub. Stop in for a burger, pizza, wings, or a cold drink to wet your whistle. It's the Junkyard Pub and Grub in Hinton.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
When the leaves start to turn, that means summer's over. So head to Baumgars now for your pre-winter needs. In one stop, you'll find leaf rakes and winterizing fertilizers for your lawn, plus batteries and antifreeze for your car, weather strip, caulk, and pest control for your home, and warmer clothing for you. There's shelter for your pets and heaters, including electric, propane, and kerosene to keep you warm. From the Midwest to the Rockies, Baumgars is your fall weatherization headquarters.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Dimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Main Street Auto Body and Graphics. Renowned auto body service, among other specialties, including light and heavyweight 24-hour towing, alignments, windshields, and new and used tires. Main Street Auto Body is located at 402 Main Street in Ironton, Iowa. Give them a call at 712-278-2700 for all your auto body service, towing, and tire needs. Proudly serving Siouxland since 2003.
Score big and score often when you bank with Rivers Edge Bank. With their current technology, you can deposit your check anytime with your phone or through their drive-up ATM.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
If you want it spit polished and shiny like new, take your rig to C60 Detail. Bumper to bumper, side to side, top to bottom, and in and out. C60 works on everything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, semis, and even farm equipment. You name it, they can do it. Your satisfaction is in the details. C60 Detail, just east of Hinton on C60.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
In that first duel, and we got one more against Akron. So,
all right. Well, thanks so much for your time, Joel. Here, looks like we're going to get started with the Cherokee Braves and the Hinton Blackhawks, the boys' side. Thanks for joining us, and stick around here. We still have plenty of wrestling action coming up here next.
All right, thanks.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Wrestling, catching you in right at time. Looks like we're going to start with the heavyweights. It's going to be Colton Robinson going against Cole Comstock versus Cherokee here. Starting off the mat, Cole Comstock's going to come in there. Colton Robinson's going to do a beautiful takedown. 3 takedown is going to turn him over here and start working on some back points. He's counting. He's got him flat to the mat, waiting for him to call that pin. And there it is, slap the mat, pinfall for Colton Robinson. Right around 1:31 in the first period. Excellent match by Colton Robinson on that one. Next wrestler we're going to come up. We're at the 106 weight class. Hinton has an opening there, so Hinton will have a forfeit to Christian Wilsonson. So the next match after there is going to be Jack Border. He's going to be wrestling Lincoln Benson of Cherokee. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. My name is Seth Dieter. I'm here on the play-by-play. I have Riley Lindquist over here doing the producer, getting us all the commercials, getting me set up, making sure I don't screw up too much too. He's sitting over here helping out between matches and everything else. So hopefully get to see a good matchup here with the Blackhawks going against Cherokee Washington. And here comes the next matchup. It looks like we are at 113. We saw Jack wrestle earlier, and he did a pretty good job there, but got to look out for Lincoln Benson here. I've kind of read on some of them that there's been a lot of different people out there. Good double leg takedown there. Beautiful takedown. Working his way on top. Maybe going to cut him loose here and do some more work on it. A lot of things I've had noticed here lately is there are a lot of state wrestlers from not only Hinton but from the West Lyon and from the Cherokee wrestling room. They've had some great wrestling in the past. Working on some back points here. Going to get a 4 near fall here. Cut him loose and got that up. Beautiful tilt. Looks like he might be getting a leg, working to try to get a leg in there and get another tilt in possibly. Got the arm wrapped around underneath. I know it's not very visible from your guys' point of view here on the camera, but he does have that arm sucked in, so he's got a couple of different options he can do. If he wants to go underneath, he can start working on a cow catcher, or if he just wants to go across and do a cross face, he can do whatever he wants to. Starting to lose control of that arm there. Jack coming up across here. Still working on top. Great action. Got a 6-0 score. 35 seconds left in the first period. Gets his legs wrapped in there. Going to try to flatten him out here first. Going to get him to his back and try to work on some more back points here. Beautiful take. He's got to go a little bit more, scoot his body. If he could get his hips moved around, I know it's easier said than done. If he can get that hip moved around a little bit more, he's going to start getting some back points. He probably wants to wrap that leg in there. There you go. Now we're starting to get some. Going to cut him loose, get the 4 near fall. Push that lead up to 10-0. Now, for the folks at home watching this, not very familiar with wrestling, the scoring system in terms of how the team scoring goes, you get 6 for pin, you get a 6 for a forfeit. If in the event that you were to just win straight up, you know, on a match between 1 and 7 points, you get 3 points. As a decision, a major decision, you get 4 points. That's 8 and 14. And then you get 5 points for a tech fall, which is when you beat your opponent by 15 or more at any time in the process. Still working on that, those back points there. Looks like we got a 17-1 lead. If he's going for the pin at the moment, if he cuts him loose, he's going to go ahead and get himself a pinfall here, or he's going to go ahead and get himself a tech fall as soon as they look over, and there it is, tech fall. Beautiful job, another 5 points. That's going to push Hinton's lead up to 11-6. Maybe they didn't count, or maybe they just didn't go 106 at all. Maybe they didn't have a wrestler either one. I apologize for that. Looks like at the next one, 120, Cherokee is going to get a forfeit. They're going to have Caden Nee go out and take that, and Quentin Smith, with Quentin Smith not making weight tonight, he's not going to wrestle. So the next match we're going to see after this is Garrett Gant at 126. He's going to be wrestling Lucas Lynn or Gabe Busto. Looks like they haven't said who they're going to send up there yet, or if they're going to send up anybody up there yet, but it looks like it might be Lucas Lynn is who we're going to see in the next matchup. And Garrett Gant, we saw him earlier with a quick pin on his end. And like we said, we got a 11-6 game right now. They did, so they must have both had a forfeit at the 106 or had an open at the 106, so they didn't take any points for either team. A good feeling out here right away here for Garrett Gant. Good shot in attempt on there. Great sprawl. Strong defense, not allowing him to get anything going. And there's another great sprawl. Getting some action here from him. Going to suck that one in, and he's going to drive him over. There's the 3 takedown. He's going to get some back points in the process. He can lift his head up here, and he can get his man in the back. There it is right there. He can get that right shoulder down just a little bit more. They're going to slap the mat and call that a pin. He's fighting tough. If he could get the step over here, would probably be the move that I would try. Here comes some more back points. Yep, thought about the step over now. Doesn't want to lose the position he has though, because, and you know, a lot of people, they wonder why wouldn't he just stand over and do that? That's a lot harder to do when you're on the base, or when you're on top of somebody and you're trying to physically move them over with their body and they're fighting you the entire time. It's not as easy to do that. Going to get 4 back points there. Got 7-0 lead at the moment. My guess is he's going to try to work in here and try to get some more back points. At the moment, he's trying to drag that. Got himself a double. He's got his arm trapped, the left arm. He keeps going between whether he's going to do a half Nelson and pull him over or whether he's just going to pull that arm all the way through. Hasn't quite figured out which way he's going to go yet. 4 seconds left on the clock. And the first period at a 7-0 lead for Gant. Red's going to have first choice, and he's going to choose neutral. Gant comes in, checking his levels, and if you can see him, he's moving up and down. He's checking different levels. The reasoning for that is he's trying to find an opening in the defense, opening in the other guy and Cherokee's guy's defense, and that guy's name, is Caden Nee. Trying to check his defense, see if there's any vulnerability that he can attack at that same time. Did get the takedown again, and going to start working on possibly getting some back points, and all it's going to take is a little bit there, and he's going to put his chin right into his shoulder, see if he can't get the pin here. If he get his arm out of there, he would have himself gets him off the mat, but gets the 4 back points first. We got a 14-0 score at the moment. There's a chance here they might just decide to cut him loose. He might try to cut him loose. Yep, give him the 1 point right off the bat. The reasoning for that is he's just going to go ahead and try to get the takedown in this match with a tech fall. Once again, doing a little up and down, kind of searching around. Got himself in on a single leg. Got to step over. He hasn't got control yet. Still doesn't have control yet. Reaching for the far ankle, trying to get a stalemate at this point. Good job by that Cherokee defender. By Lucas Lynn, excuse me. I know I said Caden Nee earlier. No action on the mat. Had a stalemate call there. Garrett's going to come out here, and like I said, going to keep trying to find an opening, see if he can't get himself a takedown and end the match. Good sprawl there. Going to get him in. He sucks in that leg and returns him to the mat. He's got to get his hips around. If he can get his hips around and get control, going to call dangerous move or potentially dangerous move. No penalties or anything else. Got 12 seconds left. He's going to try to shoot there. Get the turnaround, control the hips, and there it is. Tech fall. Good job by Garrett Gant with the tech fall. And on the next matchup here, we're going to have at 132 Grayson Holgrew, and he's going to be going against Wyatt Johnson or Weston Johnson. Yep, looks like they're going to send out here Wyatt Johnson at this point. Grayson Holgrew here. This is at the 132 weight class. Working hard, heavy hands on that head. And there's a 3 takedown. Good snap around. And you know, a lot of times when you're working on that, when you're sitting here wrestling and you're working on that, you can get points scored just by being active, keeping your hands, being slippery. That's kind of what ended up happening there. It can also play against you. You know, that's something you can use as an opponent to play against your opponent, is if you can stay active, keep your hands moving, stay slippery, it's going to be hard to get a control of him. Oh, he's got one of his arms sucked in. That's not very good at all, but he's going to get the return and the reversal. He's got him on his back here. He's got the back points. He's getting it called. If he gets that the chin synced in there, he's going to have the pin. Here it comes right here. Slap the mat, ref. There it is. Good reversal by Grayson Holgrew. Excellent job to keep going there. He started at 3 down, but he ended up coming up and just turning him back around and getting the pin there. Next match up here, we're going to have a 138. Tommy Tanner. He's going to be going against nobody there. Well, it looks like they do have they were going to send somebody out there. I have open slot on here, but they must have had somebody make weight at 138. I apologize. I don't have a name for this one, but Tommy Tanner is the one I'm looking at here right now for the Blackhawks. A lot of hand fighting. Nothing as of yet. Great shot there. Great shot there, riding 3 takedown. Got one of his arms pinned right now. He's going to work on trying to work that over, but he's just keeping that wide base and keeping those legs apart, so there's no way that he can just tip him over just easily. Ooh, he's got the chicken wing, double chicken wing, and he's got him rolled over. Now that's a move where you got both of your opponent's arms pinned behind their back, and you just roll them over on their side. It's a good way to get back points on it, and it's really, really hard to do anything about, especially once they got that synced in. You can't really get away from it. The only thing you can do is go to your back and bridge, and hopefully you can break those arms out of there, but didn't make a good adjustment there. There's the pin. Great job on the Cherokee guy there. Great Cherokee wrestler's part there to keep that in and not let it go. Go to 22-12 here in favor of the Blackhawks. Coming up next, we have 144. We're going to have Mark Gant. He's going to be going against Carter Hout. Mark Gant versus Carter Hout, and Carter Hout, and like I said, that's going to be at the 144 weight class here. And just working his levels there. Keep his hands staying busy. Good shot on the one, kind of a half-hearted shot. It's one of those deals you got to go all in or none at all. Especially on a guy versus Mark Gant. You might recognize that name from some of you that listened to our broadcast before. Tremendous football season this year. Still a lot of feeling out here. There's a good shot by Gant. In single, good drive. Excellent action on both wrestlers to make sure the other one didn't get any advantage there. There it is. Ooh, good inside trip. Got to be careful here. He got stuck on there. Got to fight this. He's got 39 seconds. Excellent job to get out of there. Got 4 near fall, 3 takedowns, so he's got a quick 7-0 lead there. Working on maybe getting his arms over here. try to get himself a reversal. If he can get his head out of there, he's actually going to be sitting pretty good position, but he's got 10 seconds. He's got to get that arm out of there so he can get himself another, so he can get a chance at the reversal. There it is, reversal 2. Right at the end of the period, right when he needed it. Going into the second period. He's going to defer. Going to choose neutral. Great shot in there. He's got back on the back points. He's going to now start working his way up to the top of the shoulders. He's going to try to get those shoulders controlled and get him to the back mat. Great collar there. Got him on his back. There's the pin. Great pin by Mark Gant there. Up next, Jackson Kenneth, ranked 6th in the state for Hinton. We're going to see if we can't get another pin out of him like we got last week, or we got out of the last mat. He's going to be going up against Angel Ponce from Cherokee. This is going to be at the 150 weight class. Great shot attempt in there. 3 takedown. Going to let him go, and he's just going to go to work here. He's going to do a lot of work, do anything he can to try to score some points. Good double leg in there, lifts him up. And safe mat return. And that's it. And what you saw him doing, there's a reason why he held him up for so long like that, is because if he would have dropped him and just slammed him down to the mat like that, he would have actually gotten penalty points. But gets the pin out of it, and good job by him to get that. Coming up next at 157, we got Brett Leroux, Letrue, and he's going to be going against Eli Harris at 157 for Cherokee. Once again, right before this match start, want to thank all of our sponsors here. We've been playing all their ads here lately and everything else. So if you do have any interest in advertising with Metro Sports TV here, give me a call, 712-389-8168, and we'll see what kind of package we can put together for you. 3 takedown by Brett. Going to cut him loose and go back to work. Good job to keep his base up there. Good single leg shot, taking it into a double. Got him down, another 3. He's going to let him go again. Come back up after him. And he's good taking 3 for 1 every day of the week. As long as he can start getting some back points out of it too, that's going to go a long way. There's another 3. He's got a 9-3 lead now. A lot of action in this match. Here comes another takedown. We're going to go ourselves 12. Now he's going to get some back points. There's the pin. 104 in the first period. Great job by Brett. Looks like we're going to see Zach Anderson here at 165, just like we saw earlier at the earlier weight class at 165. He's going to be going up against, well, they have an open there, so he's probably just going to go out there and take the win for the forfeit. So we're going to go right up to 175. Jackson Kunkel, ranked 5th in the state. He's going to be going against, looks like True Timmerman at 175. correction. We're going to be going, Brogan Lake is going to go at 165. Or Brogan Lake's going to go at 175, and they're going to have Jackson Kunkel set out. And that's Brogan Lake once again. Brogan Lake and True Timmerman at 175. Brogan Lake is just a, if you remember him from the football field, he's just an absolute bull, and he does the same thing in wrestling. He is hard to take down. He's got that low center of gravity, and quite frankly, he's just, you're not, it's not somebody you're going to try to bully around. 3 takedown. Good job by Brogan Lake. He's going to just start working here, see if he can't get himself an underhook, maybe cut him loose. Didn't like the setup he has. He's going against the guy who's a little bit, he's got a little bit more length on him, so it's a little bit tougher for him to work on that, but all he really has to concern himself with is getting inside, getting that takedown. Brogan coming back in, just bear hugs, takes him straight down. That's that straight brute strength. Just like we saw in football, he does the same exact thing. 6-1 lead for him. 45 seconds left in the first period. Good reversal attempt, but a good mat return. You got to take the down position. You got to try to ride him out here for the last 30 seconds of this period. Good job by Brogan to just don't let him up, don't give up any silly points right at the end of the period. Good mat return. Going to get called for hand lock here. Going to be 1 point for Red, so that's going to be 6-2 going into the second period. Reason why they call that, for those at home that aren't aware, you cannot collapse your hands together. That's an illegal hold, considered an illegal hand lock. With a hand-head fighting here. Once again, not the right guy to do it to, but it may work on other people, but it ain't going to work on Brogan. Brogan gets underneath, got his back, going to get him down to the mat. Got to get his leg out of there, though. He tried to roll him up on it. Get himself a little high on that leg now. Good job to fight against that. Good scramble. Got the 3 takedown, got the hip control. Back to the down position, going to take a 9-2 lead, 1:24 left in the second period here. Take a quick break here, and thank you for all for watching Metro Sports TV, whether you're watching us on YouTube, whether you're watching us out there on Siouxland Proud, or whether you're watching us anywhere else and where we have this wrestling match at. We greatly appreciate all you tuning in here and watching the Blackhawk duels tonight. This is a big event for the city, or a big event for the school and also the community. Brogan Lake with a 12-3 lead here. 45 seconds left in the second period. Just going to try to ride him out, and that's not a bad idea. I mean, you could try to maybe work a little bit more of your offense if you really wanted to, but here comes trying to do maybe get a roll out of him. Tried the tilt, didn't quite have enough mat space for that. 31 seconds left in the second period, 12-3 score. Brogan's just a heavy-handed guy, and one of the toughest pound-for-pound kids you're going to meet here. This is exactly what he does. This is his game plan with anybody that he wrestles against. Going to go to the third period with a 12-3 lead. Going to be Drew's choice. He's going to take neutral because he's going to try to score some points here. You know, he's got a 9. He's down 9 points at the moment. He's going to have to work his offense pretty good here. He's got a minute 50 left, so whatever he does now, he has to get a shot in as soon as possible. A lot of action here to start the third period. Kind of be expected, especially when one guy's got a bigger score, but he's still trying and going. Good job by Brogan to keep busy and still going busy and keeping himself busy and not getting himself a stall call or anything like that. It might not seem like it would make that big of a difference, but as long as you're doing something once in a while. There's the 3 takedown, 15-3 lead, 1:05 left here in the third period. Got the 1 escape, gonna let him up and go back to work and get some more in, see if he can't get another takedown here. Good drop level down there. Great defense there. There's a 3 takedown. 18-4. Going to cut him loose and let him go again. Going to try to take him down one last time here. He's trying it for the tech ball. He's not going to settle just for the major. He wants the tech. Got 13. One more takedown will do it. Got 10 seconds left in the third period. You got to take that shot if he wants to get it. 2. 1 second left. And good job by Brogan there, getting the major decision at 18-5. Wrestling up another weight class there. Looks like we got coming up next is probably going to be Jack Beck, and he's going to be going against Jack Mullins, it looks like here. Or it's going to be actually Jackson Kunkel is going to go up to 190, and he's going to wrestle Jack Mullins at that weight class. Jackson Kunkel is ranked number 5 at 175. Get him some work here tonight. Beautiful shot in there. No action yet. Tried the hip throw. Not going to be fooled by that. Jackson, very good wrestler. Returning state wrestler from last year himself. And to update you on the score right now, it is 50-12 in favor of the Blackhawks. And here comes the body throw here. Got behind him. 3 takedown for Jackson Kunkel. Got to cut him loose and go back to work. Maybe work a little more offense here. Still kind of feeling each other out. Ooh, great pin there, or back pin there. Gave him the bear hug and then just tripped him. Got the 3 takedown. Going to cut him loose again. Got a 6-2 match right now. Get in there tight. Nothing. Tried to do a quick shot there. Going to get called a caution on him. Wrist control. Beautiful snap down. Go behind. And Matt return. There's a 3. 9-2 lead for Jackson Kunkel. Let's see if he's going to try to work on top up here. Just hold him down. He's got about 6 seconds left in the period. Good job by Jackson. Got a 9-2 lead going into the second period. Looks like Jack's going to choose, Jack Mullins, that is going to choose neutral. Beautiful takeout, or beautiful shot there, single leg. Drags him down, got behind, got the 3. 12-2 lead. 1:47 left in the second period. Got a 12-50 lead, or 50-12 lead, excuse me. Jackson's going to break it on that arm, and he's going to start working that over. He's going to get the back points, and he's going to have that pin just a little bit. There it is. Pinned by Jackson Kunkel. Great job. 1:35 in the second period there. That's going to push it up to 56-12. Now coming up here at the 215 weight, we are going to see Gabe Anderson wrestling at the 215 weight, and he is ranked he's ranked number 6 at his weight class there at 190, but they're going to have him wrestle up at 215 tonight. Or excuse me, this is Jacob Bishop. Excuse me, not Anderson. This is Bishop. I apologize. Bishop is ranked. He is ranked number 5 at his weight class. Beautiful shot in there. Single leg, or get the ankle pick there. Beautiful job, and get around, get the 3 takedown. He's going to let him get back up. Jacob's going to have the length on him, or length on here on Sean Comstock. Great job to get out of that. They get back in there, and he's going to drive through. Takedown. 3 takedown. We got a 6-1 lead now. He's going to try to work the back points here. See if he can't get up there. He's going to get his wrist rolled over. And now this is where he gets the tilt in there, and he's going to start working on those back points. He's got 1 down. He's going to get 4, cut him back up. Once he gets to 4, he lets him back up. But at this point, what he's trying to do is he's trying to pin his arm underneath here, and he's going to start trying to roll over. It's one of my favorite moves to watch, and that's called the tilt. So when he's doing this tilt, the purpose of the reason why he's doing it is he's trying to get back points on him, and maybe he can catch a pin out of him, but for the most part, that's all he's really trying to do. And it's a very good move. Looks like he's got the underhook in there. He goes a different route with it. He's going to start getting some back points here. You got to go a little bit further, get that other shoulder down. There's the pin. Good job by Bishop there. Pushing the lead to 62-12, and that's going to do it for this matchup, or this match here. Blackhawks win this 62-12 against Cherokee Washington. Great job by them. We're going to take ourselves a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We have plenty more action. We're going to have that drawing coming up here pretty quick for the Black Hills trip. For those who use that are at home and didn't attend tonight, you just check that ticket. There's a chance you can win tonight. But we're going to be doing that here pretty quick, and then when we come back, we're going to have Hinton Boys Wrestling West Lyon. And we'll see you back here in a little bit.
It happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
And this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
Legal disputes arise, trust Vondrack Law Firm, LLC, to be your staunch advocate in the courtroom. Navigating the intricacies of a broad spectrum of legal matters is what Vondrack Law does. From general practice to civil litigation and criminal litigation, to agriculture and real estate, to construction law. When you need a legal expert, contact Vondrack Law Firm, LLC in Hinton, 712-454-7314. For commercial auto insurance, don't hesitate to contact Derek Hill at Joe Morton & Son Insurance in collaboration with Great West Casualty Company. Whether it's trucking or workers' compensation, Derek is here to assist you with all your commercial auto needs. Get ready to hit the road confidently with Derek and the team at Joe Morton & Son. Give them a call today, 402-494-7747. Looking for great food and a friendly atmosphere? Check out the Junkyard Pub and Grub. Stop in for a burger, pizza, wings, or a cold drink to wet your whistle. It's the Junkyard Pub and Grub in Hinton.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Welcome back to the barn here in Hinton, Iowa. Currently, we have ourselves a little break in intermission. We're going to be doing a drawing. There's going to be a drawing coming out here. There's the seniors that are walking, the senior girls that are walking right now on their senior night. We're also going to be doing, they're going to be doing a drawing here for the Black Hills trip. If you bought one of those tickets at either it would have been the trivia night or you would have bought it at one of the basketball games or anything else, that drawing here is actually happening tonight. Couple of notes that I want to make here. It looks like that round 4, we're about halfway through this now. We're into round 4. The Akron-Westfield girls and the Spirit Lake girls are going to wrestle each other here next, and then we're going to do the drawing after that. Shortly after that, the Hinton boys are going to wrestle West Lyon on this match here, and then we're going to finish up with the Hinton girls go against Akron-Westfield. Please stick around here. We're going to have that drawing shortly after that. Find out if you won. Come back to metrosports.tv and let us into your home.
When the leaves start to turn, that means summer's over. So head to Baumgars now for your pre-winter needs. In one stop, you'll find leaf rakes and winterizing fertilizers for your lawn, plus batteries and antifreeze for your car, weather strip, caulk, and pest control for your home, and warmer clothing for you. There's shelter for your pets and heaters, including electric, propane, and kerosene to keep you warm. From the Midwest to the Rockies, Baumgars is your fall weatherization headquarters.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it.
And welcome back to the barn. Here we go. We're going to find out who won. Mike Horn won, it sounds like. Mike Horn. Congratulations to Mike Horn on that trip. Now, for any of those that were wondering what that was, that was a 4-night trip out to the Black Hills. They got a cabin for 6 people, and they just can't. The only time they can't use it is Sturgis or the holidays. And it looks like we're going to have Spirit Lake coming up here pretty quick. They're going to be wrestling the Akron-Westfield girls. We're going to take a quick commercial break here. In the meantime, please stick around and you can join us back here. We'll have the Hinton boys and girls wrestling up next. Please stick around and come back and enjoy these words from our sponsors.
If you want it spit polished and shiny like new, take your rig to C60 Detail. Bumper to bumper, side to side, top to bottom, and in and out. C60 works on everything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, semis, and even farm equipment. You name it, they can do it. Your satisfaction is in the details. C60 Detail, just east of Hinton on C60.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
And welcome back to the barn here in Hinton, Iowa. We're going to get some extra wrestling action here. We're going to watch some girls wrestling here. It's going to be Akron-Westfield going against the Spirit Lake girls here. They're going to be wrestling a little match here. I don't know how much we're going to have here in terms of that for matches. It looks like there's a lot of openings based off the sheet that we have in front of us. So we'll try to keep those names up to date for you. Please let us know if you know of any of these people that we're not naming off. But please give me please you can shoot me a quick text. I'll help out any way that I can in making sure that we have everything correct. Looks like in the first matchup here, we are going to be having. It looks like we're going to have Peyton Bergman going against Cassie McKean. Now, we did see her wrestle earlier, Cassie McKean. Very good wrestler, ranked in state. And we'll see if we can't. We'll see if we get ourselves a good matchup here. A quick bend. First opening here. Still kind of feeling each other out. Good drop down, single leg. Been around, got 3. And this weight class is 105 for the girls. 105. Peyton Bergman for Akron-Westfield. Cassie McKean for Spirit Lake Park. Gets the turn. And pin. 122 in the first period. Next matchup we're going to see here on this, we're going to see Kai Utech. She's going to be going against Audrina Bennett at the 110 weight class. And good job here by them locking up right away. Like I said, Kay Uchtet and Audrina Bennett. Still filling each other out in this opening period. Good shot in there. Good sprawl defense. Take our time to thank some of our sponsors here. Our title sponsors tonight is Telco Triad Community Credit Union. It's where you belong. Also thank our other sponsor, or the other main sponsor for the night, Fondrak Law Firm PC. If you need any estate planning or deeds or anything like that, go sit down and see Jason, and he can, or not Jason, excuse me, go sit down and see Justin, and he can help you out. Drop down, single leg. Got it locked in. She's got to work around a little bit. She's got her hips around. If she can get her head out of there, she's going to get 3 points. Ooh, good reversal there. Going to take position. Going to get her to her back. Got to suck that in a little bit. Got to keep turning, keep turning. There you go. Got her to her back. Just keep a weight on her. She's got to hold out 30 seconds. There's the pin. Audrina Bennett with the pin for Spirit Lake Park. Coming up next, we're going to have Isabella Utech, and then she's going to be going against Jolie Shamai. Want to thank some of our other sponsors that we have, Junkyard Pub and Grub. Go stop on down there anytime you want to get something to eat. Yeah, Conco Trucking that we have here is one of our tallest sponsors. C60 Detail, that's another guy that you want to go out there, get your car cleaned. Maybe it's time to get things winterized yet. If you haven't, go out and talk to him. Maybe you can get something done here before the wintertime, or before the real wintertime hits, I should say. And back to wrestling here at 115 this weight class. Isabella Utech and Jolie Shema from Spirit Lake Park. She'll be in the white singlet, and the black singlet is Isabella Utech. Want to give a shout out to Chris DeRoche. He's at home watching the mat. Also want to give a shout out to Bill Peters. He's at home watching. He says go Blackhawks. And then one of our compatriots here, Rob Maynard, with the shout out watching the stream. Got her back, got that hooked in. Doesn't quite got that second shoulder down. There it is. Got the pin. Good job by Julie Shimov with the pin at the 115 weight class. Looks like at 120 we're going to have a bye, and then we're going to go to 125. Aniston Gravishness, that is for the Akron Westerners, and then Spirit Lake Park, at 125. Danica DeBoom. I want to thank you everybody that's tuning in right now. Riley Lundquist alongside me, Seth Diedeker, as your play-by-play announcer here for the wrestling. Please bear with us if I screw up a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. Wrestling, I'm not as comfortable as I am with football, but I can ramble on a little bit. So we'll try to keep the pace going up here, and then we'll keep you up to date on what's going on with these matches. Also, when the next rounds are and everything else, we'll try to keep you in on the loop on that. Next matchup, like I said, Aniston Gravish and Danica DeBoom at 125. Danica DeBoom, Danica DeBoom is going to be in the have the white top singlet. The other one's going to be all black. That's going to be Aniston Gravish. Tried the single leg takedown, didn't quite get her in there, but still working on that. Got 3 takedown turnaround there for Aniston. Got her rolled over, got her on her back right now. She's got it in pretty tight. There it is, pin. Aniston. Coming up next at 130, we got Kaylee Hebert for the Akron Westerners, and then at 130, Camila Nepple for the Spirit Lake Harris Lake Park. You're watching this exclusive action of high school wrestling here on Metro Sports TV. You can check us out on Twitter. Check us out on metrosports.tv. You can always check us out on YouTube. And if you want to, you can always send us a tweet. You can send us emails. You can send us gifts. You can talk through our comments. Everything else that we have listed out there. Please reach out if you're looking to maybe do some advertising with us, or if possibly you want to get your business out there and in front of everybody else. Once again, the 130 matchup, Kaylee Hebert, she's going to be in the all black trunks and black with the white top. That's going to be Camila Nepple. A little bit of a back and forth, not really much so far. Shot in, turn around by Camila Nepple. Got the 3 takedown. Get the mat return here. Still sitting on top, kind of moving it around a little bit. Not a lot of action right now. Looks like she's trying to get the underhook in, and she's going to try to move it over, or try to walk it over to her back, but can't quite get the right side that she wants to get on at the moment. No action going on the yellow mat right now. Like I said, we only have about 3 matchups left. Hinton boys are going to be going against West Lyon after this. It'll be Maple Valley Anthony Cherokee versus Cherokee over on the yellow mat. And then right after the boys are done, the Hinton girls will go against Akron-Westfield. Good ride out to the end of the period here. Going into the second period, we're going to have the choice of whether we're going to have, let's see what we're going to have here. Looks like Red chose neutral. Red being Camila Neppel. And the takedown, hips around there is takedown 3. Good job. Now just going to work on riding her out. If you're Kaylee Hebert, you're going to have to work on getting back up to your base and starting to get those hands broke up. There you go. Back to her feet. We got a 6-1 score now. Can easily get back into this. Like we were talking about earlier with Dar and coming on to the sport. And once again, thanks Dar for sharing his vast knowledge with us of the sport and just knowing all the kids and knowing everybody that's been up here before. His vast knowledge letting us know, when you get somebody up and it's 6-1, we have that new scoring thing here where you get a takedown. That's 3 takedown. That's going to take care of that can get you right back in the match, especially if you can get a couple of those in a row. Looking for the head snap, not quite working down, or not working quite there. And the turnaround there. We got ourselves a 9-1 score. We got 49 seconds left in the second period. Give us a quick second here. After this match, we're going to bring in the co-head coach for the Hinton Blackhawks, Jordan Langley. He's going to have a little talk with us about what's kind of going on with the program and what he sees what he's going to see going forward here. Happy to always talk with him. And we'll get him in right after this matchup here. And here comes the round 8 with Akron-Westfield. Kaylee Hebert tried to get in there, kind of stopped on it too quickly there. And we'll get in here to the next period. And we're going to bring in here at this point Jordan Langley. I'm going to talk to him a little bit about kind of what's going on with the Blackhawk program right now and where everything's sitting at and where he sees our direction of the program going at the moment. And Jordan, give me a little background kind of on what you see out of this team right now versus kind of what you saw, because last year you come from Heelan, right?
Correct.
So what did you see at the Heelan here versus Heelan last year?
I would say this team, there's quite a bit of talent on this team. I mean, to have 8 returning state qualifiers, I mean, that's something that's hard to screw up. You put a lot of good guys in the same room, and they're bound and determined to get better.
Hey, and I'm going to be honest with you. I've been around the wrestling, or at least the Blackhawks program for a while, helping out with the tournaments and everything else. And I see SWA, and I know you work there, and you deal with that a lot. I see those kids, and they come in, they constantly win and win and win, and that's the kind of tradition we want to start here. So, don't sell yourself short on that. I think you're really, really good at what you do, and we're glad to have you here. We really are.
I appreciate it.
So, what do you have lined up here for the near future in terms of meets that, in case maybe somebody wants to go up and check out a meet, they can't catch this stream tonight, or maybe they want to come watch you in person. Where's the next meet coming up?
Yeah, so next Saturday we're in Sibley for the Sibley Invite. And then the following Saturday, we added a new tournament this year, and we're going to go to Glenwood on that Saturday. So Sibley and then Glenwood, and then we get to give them a little bit of a break.
Okay, well, sounds great. So I'm going to thank you for joining us here. Just wanted to get a couple quick tidbits from you, get you used to maybe the Hinton Blackhawk fan base here that's listening in tonight. Glad to talk with you, and hopefully we'll get ourselves another win here against West Lyon.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much. And at the end of that match there, looks like there was a win. Yep, and it looks like we have ourselves another win there for would have been Spirit Lake on that side. So we're going to go in here to the next matchup at 1:45. It's going to be Madison Schoen and Ravina Ursiris, and that's going to be the last matchup that we're going to have here. And she's got her rolled over already. She's fighting, doing a good fight with her hips, so only got don't know if she got any back points. There we go, back onto the back points again. She's fighting good with her hips right now. She's not. There's the pin right there. Great job to keep fighting that, or keep fighting and keeping her head down there and making sure she can keep her going. Looks like that might be the last matchup here we have between these girls. We're going to take a quick commercial break here on our side. Please come back or come join us and check out the word from our sponsors here.
It happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
Legal disputes arise, trust Vondrack Law Firm, LLC, to be your staunch advocate in the courtroom. Navigating the intricacies of a broad spectrum of legal matters is what Vondrack Law does. From general practice to civil litigation and criminal litigation, to agriculture and real estate, to construction law. When you need a legal expert, contact Vondrack Law Firm, LLC in Hinton, 712-454-7314. For commercial auto insurance, don't hesitate to contact Derek Hill at Joe Morton & Son Insurance in collaboration with Great West Casualty Company. Whether it's trucking or workers' compensation, Derek is here to assist you with all your commercial auto needs. Get ready to hit the road confidently with Derek and the team at Joe Morton & Son. Give them a call today, 402-494-7747. Looking for great food and a friendly atmosphere? Check out the Junkyard Pub and Grub. Stop in for a burger, pizza, wings, or a cold drink to wet your whistle. It's the Junkyard Pub and Grub in Hinton.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
And Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
the leaves start to turn, that means summer's over. So head to Baumgars now for your pre-winter needs. In one stop, you'll find leaf rakes and winterizing fertilizers for your lawn, plus batteries and antifreeze for your car, weather strip, caulk, and pest control for your home, and warmer clothing for you. There's shelter for your pets and heaters, including electric, propane, and kerosene to keep you warm. From the Midwest to the Rockies, Baumgars is your fall weatherization headquarters.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
If you want it spit polished and shiny like new, take your rig to C60 Detail. Bumper to bumper, side to side, top to bottom, and in and out. C60 works on everything. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, semis, and even farm equipment. You name it, they can do it. Your satisfaction is in the details. C60 Detail, just east of Hinton on C60.
As my producer, excuse me, got a little water in my mouth here while I'm trying to talk. We're going to have our next matchup between the West Lyon Wildcats and the Hinton Blackhawks here on the boys' side. Looks like we're going to have here starting off at 106 is where we're going to start, and there's going to be a win for the West Lyon since we don't have a wrestler there. So we're going to move right into 113. Jack Border, he's going to be going against Trenton Anderson. Jack Border is going to be in the black trunk, in the gray trunk, or the gray singlet, and then you're going to have in the blue singlet, you're going to have Trenton Anderson at 113. Looks like currently we might have a clock malfunction, trying to get everything to work like it's supposed to with track wrestling. And keep in mind for you out there, that of all you that are trying to maybe get an idea of what the scoring's looking like and what Hinton looks like in terms of the final score, go ahead and head out to track wrestling and you can see that. Or you can rewatch our stream here exclusively, with Metro Sports TV, especially on YouTube, or you can watch it out on Twitter, or you can rewatch it on SiouxlandProud.com. Starting off the match, here comes Jack Border with a quick 3 takedown. Good job by him. Going to cut him loose here a little bit and try to go to work again. Get the 1 point escape. Got 3-1, 148 in the period. Good shot in there. Good deep shot in there, but good job to scramble and grab the back leg. At the very least, you're just going to make it so he can't get around to the backside of you or suck it in any further. And now he's going to get that cross face in there and try to get his hips around and get his own 3. They haven't called nothing yet. Good scrambling situation. There we go. Got the 3 there for Jack Border. 6-1 lead. Escape, now we're at the 6-2. He goes back in. Great shot. Great double leg shot. Takedown. Got ourselves a 9-2 score. Going for the inside cradle. Beautiful if he gets that leg locked in. That's going to be all she wrote. Got to sit back a little bit more. Going to get a 4 near fall here. Push that lead up to 13-2. Hasn't called for it yet. There it is. Going to try to suck that arm underneath. Nope, he's going to try to do the hammer over top. Get his underhook in. He's going to try to drive him forward. Continuously working. That was one of the things that we heard from Jordan when he was talking about that. Or when we were talking about that earlier, he was talking about just making sure that if we put pressure on a lot of people, and this is what he likes to see right there, pinned by Jack Border. Absolutely great job on his end there. Even in the team score back up at 6-6 now. Coming up here at 1:20, we're going to have a forfeit. We didn't have somebody make weight there. No big deal. So looks like we're going to have Darren Van Beek come out here and take the win. Next one's going to be at 1:26. We're going to have Garrett Gant. He's going to be going against Ryan Banson. Get the quick forfeit here. Forces it takes it up to a 6-12 lead for the Wildcats as of now. And here comes Garrett Gant. Checking into the scorers table. He's going to be going against Ryan Banson. Getting ready here on the first one. Ooh, good fireman carry under. 3 takedown. And pardon me, this might be he's going to get the escape. Looking to be taking a shot here. 3-1 first period. 30 seconds gone. Circle around, kind of. You're going to take a shot like that, you're going to have to go full bore at it. You can't really half-heart it. Working on a underhook here situation. Might see him try to do this. There's the fireman carry right there. 3 takedown. Gonna try to cut him loose here. 6-2 lead. .43 seconds left in the first period. Takedown again. You got a 9-2 lead down. Looking for the inside cradle. He's got it. If he gets this stepped over, that's going to be all she wrote. He can fight it for 10 more seconds. He can get himself into the second period and then try to readjust his game plan here. And there you go, 13-2 going into the second period. And I believe this is Braylon McCarthy out there, not Garrett Gant. Apologize for the mistake there. That's a quick 14-2. Takedown here by Van Beek by Banson will end it. Going to bring in Joel Bertrand here to be the color guy now. Maybe he wants to come in and add a little commentary in here from the wrestling perspective. Joel, what are you seeing here with this matchup?
Oh, we've got a young guy on the mat. Wrestling a Snake Creek kid. So, a thing like this, you might have got beat. The freshman gets beat, but he gives a technical fall, only gets up 5 points versus 6 points. Now, it's something for him to learn. He's not real happy about it right now, but team-wise, he helped out the team right there, which is a big thing, really big thing.
And that's great, and that's actually kind of what you want to see here on one of these. That's the main thing I was talking about earlier with Dar when he was on there, is make sure you do not get pinned. That is the one thing you don't, above all else, do not get pinned.
Correct. So we got another young freshman, Braylon McCarthy, coming out, some youth experience. A little bit undersized for 126, but he is aggressive. West Lyon has a senior, a older kid at this position, and that's takedown by West Lyon for 3. Up 3-0. Escape, quick escape, 3 again. And Braylon's out there. He's fighting the good fight right now. He's learning.
I think he's wrestling at 132, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, he might be up at 132 at this one. So Garrett Gant was out last time, and now this time Braylon's out. So down 9-2 with 1:34 here left. That 3-point takedown really lets you open the matches up pretty quick here. So.
And we've been talking about that earlier, especially when Dar was up here. We were talking about that. It's that new rule change. It's kind of exciting, but at the same time, puts a lot more strategy into the game too, or in terms of the match, not the game. In terms of the match, it puts it in there because you could be down, like we talked about, one game. You could be down 12-4, and you come right back.
Yep. And even in our girls' match with Jazzy, she's up 10-1, and a couple takedowns later, and some extra back points, and you're right back in a match these days. So again, Braylon's trying his best here. His goal is to stay off his back. He's locked up in a tilt right now. He's got his elbow posted. That's what he needs to do.
Get out of that.
And that's okay. Again,
there we go. That's again.
Another freshman. But he good fight. He gives up 5 instead of 6. So you gain these freshmen that went out. They got beat. They're not happy, but they just gave up 10 team points instead of 12.
Right.
And you're gonna see that we get a run of kids here. A third freshman going out for Hinton is going to be Grayson Holtgrew.
Grayson Holtgrew is going to wrestle up at 138. For you not familiar with that, Trace Drecky or Johnny Lutholt's going to wrestle for West Lyon.
So, yep. So again, they save 2 points, and they're just biding time here until we get to Hinton's going to try to get to their studs.
I mean, my favorite weights. Now, you knew that growing up. My favorite weights, the bigger guys. I always like them.
Yep.
Because there's one thing that tugs at my heartstrings more than anything is a fat man roll.
Good old fat man.
I love that. There ain't nothing better than it.
Correct. Yep. And again, another freshman. We just gave up a Grayson. Yeah. Gave up a takedown. There, we're down 3-0, 1:30 left in the first. Again, he's working.
And maybe that's just kind of where you're going to run into that sometimes, where you're going up against somebody in the meet that's got a lot better wrestlers at those lower weight classes. So what you want to do is try to stay away from them as much as possible and just make sure you tell the kids, hey, go out there, don't get pinned. That's the best thing.
Minimize that damage. Again, we want to try to minimize the damage. Obviously win the matches, but again, minimize as much as we can.
And right now it's a 22-6 lead for the Wildcats at West Lyon, but don't count out the Blackhawks here. A couple pins, they can get right back in the mat.
They get of the 22 they gave up, 12 of those are from forfeits. So that's the other part of this.
Yeah.
So. It's a 10-0, and that's the end of the first. And Nope, correction.
20 seconds left.
Wrong mat. I heard it go off on the other mat.
I heard it too. You're not the only one.
So
there you go.
Again,
no back points.
Yep, roll through again. 3-0. A young freshman out there, and he's fighting. He's fighting hard. He's working, trying to win his match too. But he's working to help his team.
Yep, and the main thing, and he knows what his job is if he's getting set out there or he's getting shown out there.
Yep.
It's don't get pinned.
Yep.
Now I had him, I talked to this guy, I had him on my table the other day at the thing, and sharp kid, smart kid. So he knows what to do. He understands what his job is.
Correct.
And you never know, maybe he could catch him here on a tilt or something and take him over.
And he's tough. I mean, he's running an arm level right now. He's working to wing up that left arm. And that's where he's at. He's got a tough ride. Again, this is only a 3-0 match. It's not like he's getting overpowered or this or that. So he's got a tough ride, good head, good deep, tight waist on right now, and he's riding hard. He's got his guy flat. So.
Well, and he's going to have to do that, especially with this guy being taller, having a height advantage on him. He's got that reach and length advantage on him.
Correct. You got to keep his hips up here. He's working forward. We're going to clear our leg, not get pulled under. Big thing here. Get your hips up. He's working in. West Lyon's got the inside leg trap. He's casting over, sticking a boot in now on the top. He's going to start cranking. Well, West Lyon's kind of shaking us down. Reversal, West Lyon. 5-0. We just got to get out of trouble here. West Lyon's got a good heart, good deep. We're to our back.
You got to get on your back. It's 52 seconds. You got to
That's it.
And that's just unfortunate. You got caught up there in that, but once again, you're asking a freshman to do that. That's about all you can really ask for, and if he gets caught, he gets caught sometimes.
Right.
Now,
so we're starting to roll here, getting into some experience. The experience is rolling now. Tommy Tanner has wrestled some big matches. He's only a junior, been wrestling for about 5 or 6 years. He kind of burst on the scene a couple years ago when he beat a state-ranked kid at state duels to send Hinton to the state duels for the first time. That flipped that whole duel. So kind of on Tommy. He's a grinder.
Yep, and that's a name that I called several times here in football not that long ago as somebody just keep watching it, and pound for pound got to be one of the toughest kids that I've seen besides Brogan.
100%. When he comes in the room, he's always in a sweatshirt, and he runs the outside of the room. He never takes a shortcut. So the Tanners, the whole part, his sister wrestles for the girls squad as well, and again they are 100% in all the time. So,
and just to give you a heads up here at 144, he's normally wrestling at 138. He's wrestling up at 144. He's going against Alec Jansma.
Yep. And these guys they had a great football run, a deep run. A lot of these, so we're still working on coming down into our weights that we need to be. The state does a great job with descent plans and making sure everybody's safe. So you're going to see Tommy at that 38 mark, next week or the week after, as soon as the descent plans allow him to get down there.
Yep, and that was something that Dar talked about earlier on that, is he was making sure that people understand that he was playing at 160 here football not that long ago, and he's already down, trying to get down that far. They just won't let him get down.
Yep. So great scramble.
Great job there to fight that off.
Got 1:01 left in the first. Still a 0-0 match. The crowds are starting to get into it a little bit.
That's what you like to hear. Get behind the wrestler here a little bit.
So less than a minute in this first. Tommy's got some good wrist control. West Lyon still trying to penetrate that head-hands defense, which he's having a tough time doing right now.
Yep. Like I said, good shot there. Not quite good enough for that defense, though.
Yep. Tommy's got some heavy hips. He's gonna put you in the mat, and you're gonna have to finish quick and clean with Tommy. If you get under there and hesitate, by
good
Tanner,
shot.
Right through.
Beautiful shot.
Right to his half. He's got a deep half in. Great job by Tanner scoring at the end of the match here, or end of the
first period there.
Yep, Tommy's got a half.
Oh, he's going to try to work it over a little bit. He's got a little bit of time, not much. Got to get that to the 45-degree angle. That's the main thing that, in case at home you're wondering when they're going to start counting, you have to get it to that 45-degree angle before they're going to start doing that countdown. And you have to hold it for a certain amount of time. What is the amount of time that you have to get for 2, 3, or 4?
So now we've changed it this year that we've mirrored the college rules with near fall as well. So before you could either get 2 or 3. Now it depends on the swipes that the ref gets. If you get 2 swipes, you get 2. If you get 3 swipes, you get 3. And if you get 4 swipes, you get 4. So the longer, the better. Tanner took down to start the second. He's up 3-0.
Yep.
All right.
Going to try to work his way up to the top here. There it is right off the bat.
Yep, look at that. Minute out in 10 seconds. So 4-0 lead for Tanner here. He's going to look to add to that, try to get up into those bonus points. Now Tommy's starting to work for his team now. So Tanner's going to try to get on top, get a good, try to wear that opponent down a little bit. Again, the Blackhawks are down 28-6 on the team score. Again, 12 of those are Tanner in with a shot. Yep, he's going to come up.
Right there you go. Perfect, and he's got back points.
Right to his back. Tanner's got him on his back.
He's going to squeeze the air out of him just right in there.
3 takedown and 4 near fall. Now Tanner's going to go to work on top. He's looking for that pin. Where those West
Pin or
Lyon
tech.
Yep. Well, one of those West Lyon guys didn't get those points earlier. This is where Tanner's
Ooh, here you go.
We got a wing.
He's got a wing working.
Yep, big step.
There's another step, one more step.
And he's down flat.
There's the pin. Good job by Tommy Tanner.
And now a little fire. The boys are rolling.
Now we go.
And here come the seniors rolling out. Here comes Mark Gant. He's fired up, ready to go. Tanner comes off excited and giving his boys a let's go. Okay. Blackhawks are still down 28-12, but now here's the train. Here come the big boys for the Blackhawks.
Yep, and that's where it comes in here. So coming up next, we got Mark Gant. He's going to wrestle at the 150 weight class. He's going to be going against Ben Bonson.
Gant has been wrestling his whole life. He's been all the way through youth. He's a blood round kid last year. Win and get a medal. He's top 12.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
Legal disputes arise, trust Vondrack Law Firm, LLC, to be your staunch advocate in the courtroom. Navigating the intricacies of a broad spectrum of legal matters is what Vondrack Law does. From general practice to civil litigation and criminal litigation, to agriculture and real estate, to construction law. When you need a legal expert, contact Vondrack Law Firm, LLC in Hinton, 712-454-7314. For commercial auto insurance, don't hesitate to contact Derek Hill at Joe Morton & Son Insurance in collaboration with Great West Casualty Company. Whether it's trucking or workers' compensation, Derek is here to assist you with all your commercial auto needs. Get ready to hit the road confidently with Derek and the team at Joe Morton & Son. Give them a call today, 402-494-7747.
you need truck insurance, go talk to him. Any of the other great partners that we've had with this, KCAU 9, Baumgars, any one of those, go please visit those or go watch our stream out on YouTube. Metro Sports TV is here and your exclusive Hinton Blackhawk athletic provider. Getting into this matchup here, we haven't quite started just yet. I think we're getting the clock reset, and we're still having that issue. One of the issues that we have with that clock getting reset, it goes straight through track wrestling. Track wrestling is one of those the things that the state uses to make sure that they can track everything. Everybody can see what's going on across the state, and kind of check out on scores and how everything turned out. So right now we're going to get started. It looks like we're going to have Maggie Holtgrew go out here at 100 pounds. I don't know if we're going to see somebody for Akron at this weight class. We're still waiting to see if they're going to have somebody go in to check in yet. It looks like Maggie's ready to go. I'm not sure if we're going to see a wrestler for Akron yet. They haven't sent anybody out there yet. She's checked in at the scorers table. And kind of in a holding pattern until we get that clock fixed over there. Once again, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Riley Lindquist for taking time out of his schedule to be up here and be my producer tonight. My name is Seth Dedeker. I am your play-by-play announcer. I also want to send a special thank you to a few people who came up here and talked throughout the broadcast. I want to thank Dar Bishop for being the color guy for the first couple of matches. He did an excellent job listening to him and all his knowledge. Also talking with Joel Bertrand, the head coach for the girls program, and also then again listening and talking with Jordan Langley, one of the co-head coaches for the boys team. Sounds like everything's going in the right direction. It looks like everything's going in the right direction based off of what I saw for results tonight. I think they're still deciding here whether it looks like we got the clock reset finally. I think they're still trying to figure out if they're going to have a matchup at the 100-pound ranking or the 100-pound weight class. It doesn't look like Akron's going to send anybody out for this one. At least not that we've seen it thus far. I want to thank you to everybody out there listening tonight, whether you're listening on X or where you're listening through SiouxlandProud.com with our partner KCAU Channel 9, or whether you're listening on YouTube or wherever it is. Please feel free to give us a shout out here and go like and subscribe on the YouTube platform out there. Also want to thank a couple other people. I want to thank a couple other people for giving me shout-outs. Jan George, Bishop's Tilt's called a Fairfield tax. Fairfax Tilt, if I could talk here. Giving me a little lesson here on that. If he dives underneath, it's a Fairfax. If he sits back, and then it's a basket tilt. So thank you for helping me out with that and helping me educate the other people that might be watching that's not quite aware of what that might be. Thank you, Jan George, for that. Looks like we're still trying to get some clock issues figured out here, whether we're going to have anybody at the 100-pound mark or the 100-pound weight class for Akron Westers. They have Taylor Rush listed here on the program. I'm not sure if she's going to go or not. I know there's a few wrestlers they look like we have over there. We didn't have much over for the Akron-Westfield program or for Spirit Lake Harris Park. And that's just a testament to what we got going on here. We're going to take a quick break until we get this figured out. And please don't go anywhere and join us back here.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
And Emily are visiting Emily's parents.
And welcome back here to the barn in Hinton, Iowa. It looks like we're going to just have that forfeit, so we're going to get this started here. Maggie Holgrew is going to win by forfeit. They're going to send out the next wrestler here. Is going to be Jocelyn Swanson. Looks like she's going to be going up against Peyton Bergman. Once again, got to remember that we got to mention that she is ranked 6th in the state right now. She did lose earlier to another ranked wrestler. That was Cassie McKean, but see if she can bounce back in this matchup. Comes out aggressive, comes down with a single leg takedown. Is going to go up there, and maybe she's going to start trying to work in here. Going to get that chicken wing in there and going to start walking it around. Got her straight to her back. There's the pin, quick pin. Didn't even get much time to put time on the clock there. Good pin by Jocelyn Swanson. Coming up here at 110, we'll see Anna Sasha. She'll be going against Kai Utesh. Well, they did start wrestling here. We have it updated on our scoreboard. I'm not quite sure why it's not updating on the actual scoreboard that goes through there, but they'll get that part figured out here shortly. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come right back after that. Please stay tuned for the conclusion of this match.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
When the leaves start to turn, that means summer's over. So head to Baumgart's.
And welcome back to the barn here in Hinton. We finally got the clock issues figured out here. Gonna have a forfeit here at 110. Akron's gonna take is gonna get 6 points there. And at 1:15, we have Allison Holflin come out here and wrestle. She was a state wrestler last year. She's going to be going against Isabella Utesh. Be the first time Allison wrestled tonight. Good shot in there, single leg takedown. Ooh, little strength and good mat return. Got her flipped over there and great quick clip pin. 15 seconds into the first period. Great job by Allison there. At 120, we have coming up next Eveline Gimmerlin, and we have Jocelyn Lennon. It looks like it'll be coming up at the 120 weight class. And Hinton takes the 18-6 lead. Working on that little shot in there. Little action here right now. Sort of feeling each other out, trying to figure out what they want to do. There's several ways that you can go about that here too. You can kind of look at what are you going to do from, can you take a shot on the inside here, or we may be thinking possibly doing a double leg, doing a single leg, doing an ankle pick. There's all sorts of different options you can do. Heck, you can do a hip throw from this position too. Right now they're just kind of going back and forth trying to figure out. Heavy hands, and there's a good shot. And takedown. Kind of got herself caught up here a little bit. She's got her in the headlock. Didn't quite get the head in there. Had her arms back. We got the 3 takedown for Evelyn. Excuse me. Putting heavy hands on her and back pressure. 33 seconds. Good roll through. Reversal 2. 3-2, 26 seconds left in the first period. Gonna flatten her out and try to ride out a little bit. Trying to work her to her back at that chicken wing in, starting to walk around her head. No back points there. And good fight there by the Hinton wrestler to make sure she doesn't give up any back points there at the end. We got ourselves a 3-2 match. Like that, it looks like Akron's going to take the down position. Ooh, a good set out and good ground there. Great reversal. 4-3 lead. Now she's just going to have the heavy hips and sit down on there and make sure she can't really go anywhere. If you're the Hinton gal, you have to bring up your base here a little bit and start working back off. You got to get your head off the mat first and foremost. Working it back around. She's got her tilted. You got her right on her back now with a cow catcher, not tilt. There it is. There's the pin. 18-12 lead here for the Blackhawks still. Coming up next at 125, you're going to see Ava Lang, the senior, and she's going to be going against Ashton Graveness. I've been mispronouncing her name the most of the night here. Maybe sometime I'll figure that out. Good hand pressure with that overhand right. Looking to bust down that near side leg. Working on her position here. There's a shot, 2-legged. Drive through, great return. Right into the hook. Working on another mat return here. Grabbing her leg, pulling her back towards the center, trying to trip. Great inside leg trip there. Or outside leg trip, Working on, got a roller right on her back. There's the pin. Good job by Ava. Coming up at 1:30 here, we're going to have Caden Rasmussen. She's going to be going against Kaylee Herbert. Caden Rasmussen, she's going to be in the black and white singlet going against the all-black singlet of the Akron-Westfield, Kaylee Herbert. Actually, we're not going to have a match on that one, so we're going to have a forfeit for Cadenhurst. 135 is going to be an open. Got to be forfeit for Vid Pettigrew. Go up there and take the win. It's going to be another forfeit. No one wrestling at that weight class. Then the last matchup we're going to see here tonight is going to be Holly Moskies. That's going against Madison Schoen. Once again, this is going to be at the last. It looks like it's going to be the last match. We don't have anybody else that can wrestle at the girls for Akron don't have anybody else that can wrestle up at the higher weight classes anymore. So the last match of the night is going to be Holly Moskowitz is going to be going against Madison Schoen. Beautiful takedown, double leg takedown right off the bat. Take 3, pulling her back end onto the mat. Going to get that overhook in and start working it around. Get her right to her back. Back points. There's the pin. And what a great job to finish up this meet with a pin. We'll wait for the final score here before we run through our final post-match show here from the Blackhawk duels.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
And we welcome back here to the barn here in Hinton, Iowa. We have some little bit of routine wrap up here, get some forfeits in and everything else. We're going to finish with a final score of 54-12 for the Lady Blackhawks. We want to thank you for tuning in to Metro Sports TV's presentation of Blackhawk Wrestling here live. If you want to reach out to us in the future, maybe advertise with us, maybe help us put on another wrestling program, get a hold of me, Seth Diedeker, at 712-389-8168. For Riley Lundquist, Seth Diedeker, alongside Seth Diedeker as your play-by-play guy. Thank you for joining us tonight, and stay classy, Hinton.